Hey guys, this is Gus
and Carlos from Hardware Unplugged,
and today we're going to be unboxing two Artisan mousepads. We're going to be unboxing the Artisan Shidenkai Mid Extra Large,
and we're going to be unboxing the Artisan Zero Soft Extra Soft.
But before we get started, please make sure to hit that like button to show support, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. With that being said,
let's begin.
So the only reason I was not gonna get a Shidenkai, but the only reason I got it was because we saw a video online by a very popular YouTuber, and he showed how you could actually take out the coating of the Shidenkai, and it's basically a hen. So it does as two mouse pads, a fast mouse pad, and then if you don't like that or if it gets worn out too much, you can take out the coating and it turns into a control pad. So I'm very excited to try the Shidenkai. I don't think the only other fast mouse pad I've tried that's really truly fast is the hard pad, the Helios,
the Glorious Helios,
and the Wicked Bunny, Cordura mouse pad. Those are like the two fastest mouse pads I've tried. So I'm very curious to see where the Shidenkai stacks up with those other two mouse pads.
Yeah.
And then we got the Zero, which is apparently it's supposed to be a long-lasting QCK or better QCK. Is supposed to be one of the best control mouse pads out there. I did get the extra soft. I tried to get the soft, but I forgot which one was the one that people recommend the most. But I did try the extra soft. So if that doesn't do, then we know stay away from the extra soft mouse pads in the future. But for now, let's go ahead and try this extra soft FX Zero and see how it stacks up compared with the Shidenkai. So yeah, I'm very excited to try these mouse pads up. So yeah, let's go ahead and unbox them.
Yeah. Dude, there's a lot of people who talk about these mouse pads, dude. Like they talk like if they're like gods or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude.
So like I don't know.
Yeah, and everybody's saying when you guys review the Artisan mouse pads, when you guys review them. So we're finally here, boys. Finally here. So
I don't even want to rip the box back. You know what I mean? Because these things are like, they're like highly sought after. I feel like these things are more sought after than the Zowie GSRCs.
Just by unboxing it already, looking at the stitching, dude. Just look at the stitching. Check out the stitching.
That's some pretty good tight stitching, dude.
This looks real clean. It looks real clean. It looks really good.
And that was I wasn't expecting how it feels, honestly.
Whoa, I didn't expect that either.
It doesn't feel. I really didn't expect the feel of it, especially like the back coating. Okay, you know what's crazy?
What?
Is this one is really squishy. It's one of the most squishiest pads I've ever felt.
Oh shoot! I don't think I'm gonna like that.
It's really squishy.
I may like it, but it's extremely squishy.
Look, feel the. I wasn't expecting that.
The base feels. Nobody describes these base things. It feels like.
Kind of like a rubber, like it doesn't feel like rubber. It feels kind of like, like cheap. No, not cheap, but fake leather. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of how it feels like to me. It feels like fake leather.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, that's not a bad thing because I feel like it's very grippy. Honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be very grippy, but I mean, it feels like that to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't felt a rubber base like this. This is weird. Oh, and there's a weird thing there's a weird warning on the box, at least for the Shidenkai.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on the Zero one, but it tells you not to lift it by one end. It tells you lift it with both hands. I don't know, because apparently you're lifting it, and when it bends, it makes creases that you can see because of the coating. And just by feeling it, I can already feel a little bit something. I feel like a little something. But it's surprisingly smooth to the touch, right?
Smooth. It's not. I thought it was gonna be hard. I feel like little grains here and there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like a little glass here and there.
Yeah, that's really weird, dude. I thought it was gonna be like hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like glass, but like no, not really. It's more.
It's more of a, what do you call it? It's really smooth to the touch.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's kind of weird. Yeah.
So the mouse we're gonna use to test out is the Viper Ultimate. So yeah, I want to see how this.
Go for it.
Oh god. Okay, that's weird. I can feel. I don't like that sound, man. Man, that sucks. I can feel the glass coming out. I thought it was gonna be smoother. But it's not that smooth, if I'm being honest. I thought it was gonna be faster, but it's not that fast.
You know what's funny? I'm seeing little. I guess this is where like the stitching ends on this pad, but I'm seeing like little bumps here and like.
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, for the most part, the stitching is pretty good, honestly,
Yeah,
like on these pads. But
Yeah, the stitching looks freaking. I've never seen stitching like this. It looks super clean. Look at it. Just look at the stitching. It looks really nice.
Huh.
I don't know why I thought it was gonna be like way slow, way faster, but isn't this? A hard pad is way freaking faster. I don't know. I feel like a Wicked Bunny was.
It's faster. I go ahead and say that right now. Wicked Bunny's probably faster.
I'm gonna have to test that out. Now that you guys know exactly which one's faster, but you know what? It doesn't feel that. Like let's switch.
Yeah,
Let's switch.
swap
And, use this mouse with that mouse pad.
Okay, yeah. See that feels way better.
That feels way better, right?
Yeah,
So you know what?
better.
Forget this. We're not using this no more.
The extra soft. So far, without playing any games or anything, I don't know. It feels. And I feel like it has decent speed, dude. It's not. You know what I mean? Like I'm able to like move it like kind of effortlessly fast. You know one thing I'm able to notice, dude. I'm actually able to press the mouse down so much into the pad because it's so soft. Watch. So this is me without pressing it. Watch. This is me using a little force and pressing it.
So it really slows you down.
You could feel the mouse sink in.
Wow.
You can legit feel the mouse sink in and it starts to feel a little rougher. Okay. So I guess you're able to kind of like control. You know what I mean? Like you're able to put a little bit more like control into it. But for the most part, look, it's really not that of a slow pad. Like I don't know.
Dude, the surface feels a little rough to the touch.
Yes,
it's
yes,
textured.
yes.
I didn't even know that. Dude, this one's firm. The mid is actually really firm. Like, you cannot.
No, yeah.
You cannot press into it.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one.
The Shidenkai?
Yeah, Shidenkai.
Yeah,
Right,
I wasn't expecting these pads to feel like that. I was expecting.
Hold both.
Yeah, here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was expecting them to feel a little bit more.
Better?
Yeah, better. You know what I mean? Like premium. Because everybody talks about them being like, like kind of like gods. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, this is like the world's greatest mouse pad. Again, I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying how
people overhype him. I guess.
Like
people make him seem like this. Like, oh my god, this is like, oh my god. Like I don't know.
Like I don't know. Like I just thought the quality will be a little bit better. But I'm not saying that these pads suck because they clearly don't. People clearly like him, and so we have to give him a fair shake and actually try him out and play with them.
But even then, I wouldn't say the quality is like the quality is good. Like
I
don't know. I expected something different. That's what it is. We just expect something different.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're different. So let's go ahead and try them and see what we think. So yeah, we'll be right back. All right, so we're back from testing, and the mouse pads, they're good. They're good in their own way. All right, so did they meet our expectations? Kinda. And the reason we say that is because they're not. So for you to find out what mouse pad is for you, for Artisan, you're gonna have to buy 3 versions of a pad, and they have I think they have 5 different kinds of pads. So there's I want to say that except for the Shidenkai, this mouse pad only has 2 versions. Every other mouse pad has 3 versions. So you're talking about around 15 mouse pads to try out and see which one's good for you. So there has to be a better way for people to go out there and choose which one's exactly for them.
Yeah.
And the only way you could do that is for looking at content and other YouTubers unboxing and trying these mouse pads out. The Shidenkai compared to the Wicked Bunny. The Wicked Bunny is better for control, but it almost has the same speed, except that I guess because it's Cordura or it's thicker, you are able to stop with it better. But this one, because it's firmer, there's no stopping power in this mouse pad. You're just you're flying everywhere. It's fast. Yeah. Is it the fastest mouse pad out there? No, I'll put a Helios faster. Hard pads are faster, and then this. So yeah, this is one of the fastest mouse pads out there. Is it the fastest? No, but is it gonna be for you? Depends. If you want a fast mouse pad, yeah, this is as fast as you're gonna go without you going to the whole hard pad category. But yeah, the FX, the Zero. Now the Zero, this one, I personally like it because it doesn't affect me that much playing. I play at low sensitivity, but it doesn't affect me that much because I rest my elbow off the table, so I'm able to play pretty well with it, as opposed to my brother Carlos, where he rests his whole forearm on the table, and that causes the same problems.
Yeah, so it's not that I do not like this pad. I do like it. I think this is a good pad. It's just I don't think the pad's gonna be for me. So one of the things that I want to quickly say is this pad is I would say it's a slow pad, but it's definitely faster than an Equi Plus. I'm gonna say it's faster. Yeah, so it's faster than the Ling Yun 2. but it kind of has almost the exact same stopping power as those pads. But I want to say it has a little bit more just because this pad is really squishy. I don't know. I don't know if really anybody has mentioned this. This one's with the FX0, right? The FX Soft Zero.
Artisan Zero Extra Soft. Yes.
Right. This one's the Extra Soft, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I really don't know if anybody has ever mentioned this, but this pad is really squishy. It's super duper squishy. So whenever you play, you are gonna feel your mouse kind of sink into the pad. But it doesn't do that all the time. So it only does that whenever you kind of want it to. You know what I mean? Yeah. But again, so with that being said, though. I do rest my forearm, and this is the part that I don't like. So I rest my forearm on the pad, literally playing like this. I am a true like forearm player. Okay, yeah. I use my forearm a lot, and one of the things I was able to notice was that whenever I wanted to swipe left or right or up and down, I would notice that the pad would actually get caught with my forearm, and it would literally stop, and it will stop me from making those swipes. You know what I mean? So swiping the left or right or up and down. And that was something that I really didn't like. I was able to notice that quite often, and it made me basically not land my shots consistently. The pad overall, like itself, it's good, but just like my brother said, Artisan has to do a better job with really detailing what each pad, basically how they feel like,
the performance.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like the performance, or people online have to be more specific and not just be like, oh, you know, Artisan's like the greatest mouse pad ever, you know, just buy one, you know, buy any of them. Like, no, you know, they're all different, and
they're all different.
you know, and I don't know whether or not if people just review, you know, maybe not the FX0 soft, but they review only one specific pads and whatnot, and so it's kind of hard to really, you know, see which one's for you. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like people have to review all kinds of Artisan pads in order for people to really get an exact
idea what you want.
Idea on which one that you want, because clearly this one was good, but I think it just missed the mark. It just, you know.
Yeah, so if you're a heavy-handed person, you're a forearm player, if you're gonna get a zero, you're gonna want to go for the soft. The extra soft is too squishy, and I feel like a lot, if not most people, are not gonna like that just because it really sinks in.
It really sinks in.
Like it almost reminds me of a 4mm mouse pad. Like just how much it sinks in.
Yeah.
But it's not that thick.
But this one I feel like it's more effortless for you to sink it in. Like I don't know, it's really weird.
It's easier. Like, just by moving it a little bit, that little pressure you use to move the mouse, you can feel it sinking a little bit. Like, do I like the mouse pads? Yeah, I personally like them both. I don't think they're gonna be my favorite out of these two. I think the one I may main, if I'm gonna main one of these two, is probably gonna be the Zero, just because like I said, my brother Carlos, he had more of a difficult time because he actually rests his whole forearm on the mouse pad, and that causes him a lot of issues. But me, I rest my forearm, I rest my elbow outside of my desk, so I'm able to play and have less weight on the whole mouse pad. So yeah, I hope I was able to help you guys. Like I said, these mouse pads are great, but they're not the greatest for us, because you know there has to be a better way out there for us to know which mouse pad is great, or which one's meant for you guys or meant for each other person. Because these are not what I had expected them to be. You know what I mean? I expected something a little more. I expected something a little better. You know, I feel like there's just so many mouse pads out there that are less expensive as well, that people may or may not like. I feel like there's a lot more mouse pads out there that are less expensive that people will like just as good as if they were just gonna take just as good as these Artisan mouse pads. You know, because going to buy a mouse pad that you've never tried just by hearing reviewers or seeing reviews, and that's very difficult for you to do, and you might get upset and disappointed if it's not for you. So,
you know, and again, like I don't think most people would want to spend $50 on a pad that they may or may not like. You know what I mean?
So that's that sucks for you guys. You know, for us, you know, we're gonna go ahead and buy them. We're gonna try them. You know what I mean? These mouse pads, I like them. They're not the best, but you know, they're good mouse pads. They are good mouse pads. You know, I can see why people talk about them very highly and whatnot. I can see why.
But again, you really have to get a mouse pad that
you
are gonna like,
you're gonna like.
because at the end of the day, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone plays different, so you know it's kind of hard for you to choose just to look at a mouse pad line and say, you know what, I think this one's for me. You know, that's
exactly.
not,
Without you really actually trying it, you're not gonna know if
Yeah.
it's for you or not. And having spent $50, you know, on the mouse pad that's overseas, you know, that's gonna be very difficult for you to be like happy with it at the end of the day. One other thing I have to mention is that even though both rubber bases are the same, for some reason, the rubber base on the Zero, it's really, really grippy. We were actually able to stick it to the door, even placing it, as opposed to this one. This one doesn't really. This one moves around a lot more. But this one, you can even see it here. And then, you see, I don't know why that is, but yeah, it's something to point out. But yeah, this is Gus
and Carlos from Hardware Unplugged,
and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.